Hello and welcome to a video that I decided to do because of my altered opinions. Since many people have been commenting, I decided to also add some comments. As always, please feel free to comment your own opinions in the comment section. I may even make a video about them, wink wink. By the way, this idea popped in my head at midnight, and I had to write it down. I'll only be reviewing the ones that I have changed my mind on, so don't worry. This video won't be 122 minutes long. Before I start each corrected opinion, I'll show the script before I go on with my corrections, so you have some sort of context. Feel free to pause the video to read them. I'll try to keep the correction brief, since there are a lot. I also won't be changing anything on my Produce X 101 opinions, because it was recently, and I still agree with them. Let's get on with the video.
Wow, this is sweet!
First of all, you can tell I've changed my style since the first episode. It's not technically my first video in the series of my unpopular opinion series, but it was my first rant video, if that makes sense. Second of all, why the heck does On not have that many views? I'm triggered. On was probably one of their best music videos yet to me, it didn't get as much attention as it deserves. Same with Black Swan. I don't have many different thoughts, since it was basically preaching about how much BTS has worked for their fame, and how great of a group and individuals they are. One thing I will say is that I was upset how other groups work so hard, and yet they don't get as much attention as Blackpink, while they haven't had as many activities, or whatever you want to call them. They are working hard. It's YG's fault for not giving the girls adequate attention. After reading the comments, I've gained some confidence in what I'm about to say. I'm going to put this frankly. Please don't hate me. Blackpink was handed things compared to BTS, who went through the grinder to get where they are now. I'm so RRY. It had to be said. Like I mentioned previously, they did have to work hard to become the top 4 girls to debut, but I just don't feel that emotional connection. Before it gets too complicated, I'm going to end this section. If you need clarification for anything that is said in this video, please feel free to kindly comment in the comment section below. Lol, I'm so proud of my funny edits. Especially daddy photo shoots.
Oh, daddy!
Also, stand that meditation.
Wow, this is sweet!
In the first K-pop unpopular opinion video, my background music was definitely too loud. My first opinion that I'd like to add on to is J-Hope's lines. I don't know where I saw this, and I think it's true. If not, please correct me. Someone asked T.O.P if he was okay with his lines. To sum it up, he basically said that he puts the team before himself. We love a selfless T.O.P. He did get a lot of well-deserved attention for his mixtape, Hope World. His rap, vocals, and dancing more than make up for it.
Wow, this is sweet!
After time has gone on, I can't really see it anymore. Maybe I thought they looked similar, because all 3 of them have beautiful smiles? Or because all 3 of them are sons? I don't even know what I was seeing. But it's fun to see what I saw back then. Speaking of Jimin, someone in the comments said that Jimin and Minhee look alike. My friend even said this too, so there must be some resemblance. But I just don't see it. The most I can see is the face shape.
Wow, this is sweet!
Someone said this wasn't an opinion, which is true. But this was on my mind at the time. Many people have said that it's because Jimin wears insoles. Pramila Goswami says Jimin is taller than Suga. Lol lol lol. What an unpopular opinion. This is my favorite unpopular opinion. Thank you. It's one of many random thoughts that pop into my head.
Wow, this is sweet!
I'm sorry. I just had to show you guys this. I laughed so hard.
Wow, this is sweet.
Hashtag the background is still too loud. Hashtag Jungwoo still cute as ever. Stan Big Marvel.
Wow, this is sweet.
I now love Eclipse and Superhuman. A lot of songs just take time for me to fall in love with. For example, Kick It. At first, I thought it was just a bunch of screaming. But now, it's a frickin' bop. I can't find the comment, but you know who you are. They said something along the lines of how it's nice to have songs that don't stick out right away. The ones that do for them tend to get old easily. I saw another side to my opinion, and I agree with both sides.
Wow, this is sweet.
I only have two things to say. Map of the Soul. 7 is a masterpiece and A6 hasn't made one bad song. Fight me, JK, please don't.
Wow, this is sweet.
Since I had a lot of comments about this, let me just say how I'm glad that so many people love Gaho. Now, he's getting the recognition he deserves with his Ost from Itaewon class. I just hope that people will listen to his other music as well.
Wow, this is sweet.
About the whole thing I said about the lack of rap lines. As expected, I flipped when I heard these songs.
So much pain, too much crime. Baby, I'm nothing more than nothing, brighter than the light. Don't you wanna paint from me? You say I'm something more than something, brighter than the light. Don't you give up your life? Here I stay, cry, for better days. Every day amazed, wonder if this is my place. Where's my way? It's kundalini ground. 홀로 무너지는 중력, louder than bells, yeah. Oh, what to tell you? 어디면 말해. 어디라도 있단 게 두려워 말해. 어떤 밤이 날 삼켜도 난 포기하지 않아. No, we are fine, we're shine. 심장이 뛰지 않는데 너는 음악을 들을 때 또 trying to pull up. 시간이 멈춘 듯해. Oh, that will be my first day. I'll be nowhere so afraid of. 이게 나를 더 못 뚫린다면 내가 숨을 더 떨리게 못한다면 어쩜 이렇게 한번 죽겠지 아마.
Plus Ugg, Ego, Shadow and Respect.
Wow, this is sweet.
I found two hilarious comments regarding this topic. Okay, bear with me here. T.O.P and Jackson's voice sounds similar. And to me, their voices sound like a constipated grandpa. My only question is how you know what a constipated grandpa sounds like. I smiled so hard. I have no clue what one would sound like. It's just my imagination. Or do I? The second comment is, T.O.P and Jackson voice sound like a constipated grandpa. I frickin' lost it. I'm glad I could make people laugh.
Wow, this is sweet.
Here's my updated take on SuperM. Don't get me wrong, I love them, but my gut tells me something. I feel like SM is shoving them in our faces. Yeah, that's a good thing, but I feel like it's kind of forced rather than having everything come naturally. To me, it feels like SM is trying too hard to break them into the West. I mean, I know that's how business works, but it just feels weird. I don't really know how to explain it other than what I said. To clarify, it's not the boys themselves. I also don't really feel the connection between the members, which is totally expected. They all grew up with different people, and to be put into a group that you're not too familiar with would be weird. I get that they probably have hung out since they're from SM, but obviously not as much as their own groups. I also have mixed feelings about their appearance on Nickelodeon. The writers pretty much made sassy behavior a normal thing. I know that wasn't their intention, but I just don't like how the script was written. To sum it up, I'm glad SuperM are doing good, even if I have a funny feeling about the way they're being promoted.
Wow, this is sweet.
Psycho's a bop. I know I'm unoriginal with my music taste, but I'm stating facts here. Psycho always gives me goosebumps and puts me in a bad bud mood. Don't judge me on the bad butt lol. It's my trademark because I'm too pure to swear.
I'm so pure.
Wow, this is sweet.
I still agree with all these opinions. I'd just like to critique one thing. The fourth one, Move should have won over You Got It. Now that I think about it, You Got It got to showcase their vocals a lot, or to put it simply, Sungwoo got to show off his heavenly vocals. OMG, Sungwoo was so sexy. They also did a fantastic job at the performance and rap aspect. I didn't think about it thoroughly before, but I now think that You Got It deserves the win. Of course they did before, I just thought Move was so much superior. Don't get me wrong, Move is still my favorite, but I think what gave You Got It the edge was the vocals. Move, to me, didn't showcase their vocals as much as they could. Especially by Youngchan, who has amazing vocals. Stan Victor.
Wow, this is sweet.
Hello everyone. This is me after X1's debut. Flash was good, but for me, it was kind of underwhelming. Hello everyone. This is me 4 months, or whatever present time is, after X1's disbandment. Oh my gosh. I disagree with this so much now. Back then, for some stupid reason, I thought Flash was underwhelming. What world was I living in? Little did I know how much nostalgia this song brought. I literally cry every time I watch X1 now. Flash is probably one of my favorite debut songs. Their side tracks are great too.
Wow, this is sweet.
I'm glad people liked the Minecraft music in the beginning. That music brings back so many memories.
Wow, this is sweet.
I had a bunch of people comment about this lol. Here are a few. ASMR. I only know JSMR. RM's ASMR channel should be called ASRM. If you're a fan of ASMR, or just handsome guys, or both, you should watch Subin and Sungwoo doing it. It's hilarious and adorable. Also, JSMR is iconic.
JSMR의 채널입니다. 안녕.
좀 떨리. 와, 나도 바로 이거다.
Wow, this is sweet.
This correction isn't about BTS. This is about a comment I made on Jennie writing her own music. Here's a comment that politely corrected me about Jennie. Thank you for informing me. Actually Jennie wrote the rap in solo, and she also wrote Stay So. Anyways, I love your channel. McHope9405, me, thank you for politely correcting me. I probably should have done more research. Sorry. Kumi, she also wrote a bunch of songs before debut, but they all went into the well-known Egg Dungeon. Blackpink are Revolutionary 7, she said in her V Live that she wrote 1 song a month in their trainee days, and also after debut. Suga Sugar, you are correct, but writing the rap part, which is in English, is irrelevant. No offense. Kumi, how is it irrelevant? LMAFAO, if anything it's better that she can also write rap in English, // Yuuksa, I think they mean that the lyrics basically make no sense. Which I mean they are not entirely wrong. Well, put it this way, look at the lyrics to Jennie's solo. Then look at the lyrics to Suga's The Last Ornam tune CL/Everything Goes, and you tell me. Jennie obviously isn't suited for writing lyrics, but I mean, what can I say? I haven't really seen anything written by Jennie. Now that doesn't mean to say the girl can't rap/sing cause well. If I said that, I'd have to be mad, cause the girl can rap pretty well. Just maybe BTS mixtapes should have gotten more attention due to the fact the lyrics are a lot more meaningful and special rather than solo. I especially agree with the last comment. Jennie is very talented, but I tend to lean towards BTS for quite a few reasons. For example, I stan BTS, they are more experienced, and finally, I like how they produce and write a lot of their songs and their meaningful lyrics. Thank you to the ones who contributed.
Wow, this is sweet.
I half agree and half disagree. Yeah, it'd be cool to see a variation, but at the same time, it could get hectic and overwhelming. So I don't really know where I stand. I guess to put it simply, NCT are one of the kings of choreography. This isn't correcting my opinion, but am I the only one who didn't know Black on Black was a thing before 2018? It blew my mind when I came across a performance of it from 2016. Where have I been all this time? PS, they were fetuses. Especially Jisung, who was only 14 at the time.
Wow, this is sweet.
Changbin and Han are just so powerful. They could literally only rap for 0.5 seconds and I'd be dead. Jenna Jim says, the reason why you'd be dead is because even if it's just 0.5 seconds, Changbin would have like 20 words in that 0.5 seconds. Lol lol. FACTS.
Wow, this is sweet.
I myself am a multi-stan. Riding in the car, I was thinking how liking more than one group is like friends. For example, you sometimes have different friend groups who may act or do different things. You may like them for the same or different reasons. It's also okay to have more than one friend group and, matter of fact, friends. So applying my somewhat analogy to K-pop, I'm basically saying that it's okay to like more than one artist. I don't even know why I labeled this as an opinion. I guess it's more of a thought. I am really proud of the analogy I thought about, lol. I guess I just included it because I felt like I was cheating on them. I know that sounds funny, but to me, it feels like that. I love all of them just like family, and I'm glad they're always there for me.
Wow, this is sweet.
This isn't a critique, rather more of my opinion on Ateez. I want to emphasize how talented these young men are. I'm so glad that these men are the future of K-pop. The older generations can rest easy now that they know their legacy will be handed off to wonderful rookies like them. Here's a comment from someone. Olivium, your comment about Ateez made me smile so much. I'm glad I made you smile.
Wow, this is sweet.
I mentioned how Stray Kids had so many comebacks, which they didn't. They just released a lot of music videos. Thanks to everyone who cleared it up for me. There are brilliant people out there who can explain things better than me. They did a fantastic job and I agree 100%. Kada Baby Stay, Levanta reminds me of Elevator. It makes me cry. But Double Knot, Astronaut, and Gone Days aren't comebacks, lol. Gone Days is a mixtape and the other two are just MVs for Clay Levanta. McHope 9405, me, sorry. I guess they were just so good that I thought they were. Even if they aren't comebacks, it still must have been stressful. Kada Baby Stay, oh no, nothing to apologize for. LMAO, they do need a big rest though. People say JYP overworked them, but he himself didn't know about the side effects comeback. And I think Stays are one of the neediest fans. Literally we say they need a rest, but 2 seconds after, we say we miss them. But in all honesty, last time SKZ were quiet for a few days, we had been given bad news, and I think most of us are like still shocked. But yeah, they need a nice long rest and should focus on their Japanese debut and maybe have a comeback mid-autumn or something. And also yeah, we miss Woojin, but we have to support them now as Ateez and Woojin 2-4 when he comes back hopefully into the music world.
Wow, this is sweet.
Well, here are a few updates past me. We now got Kick It, a bomb comeback, Jungwoo's back from hiatus, and NCT Dream is going to be a fixed unit, or whatever. I'm still kind of confused. I think they said it was going to be similar to You I'm Glad, however, I'm worried that Mark won't get a break. Have you seen how hard SM works that man? Of course you have. It's plain as day. I'd also like to add on to my NCT opinion. As Sen, I think their concept is cool. I'm always excited and curious about what SM's going to do with them, or if they'll add new members. But from an outsider's or someone who wants to become a fan point of view, this will get confusing. As I said before, members will easily lose their standing in the group among so many people. I'm also confused as to the groups. Will SM just keep making groups for all the members they're planning on adding? To be honest, I hope SM knows what they're doing with these precious individuals. I hope their talent isn't wasted.
Wow, this is sweet.
I'd like to mention these kind comments about TXT to Junie. Finally someone who actually says good things about TXT. People outside our fandom have no idea how much Mo have to go through. Chinese characters I don't know how to pronounce. You be slept on though. Soybeanie, that person's comment when you were talking about TXT. Ouch, that was kinda harsh. XOTXT. Finally someone that don't crap on TXT while talking about many other rookies. Sweet Jellybean 02. Finally, one of the few people on YouTube who don't trash on TXT and call them back quote undeserving, privileged. Thank you to everyone who complimented me. You don't know how much it means to me. PS I'd like to add this comment in. This one made me smile. You seem like such a sweet person. IDKY but you do mayo. McHope 9405. Me. Thank you. I try to be. Blackpink things. Well her name and profile thought is J-Hope. PPS. Who's ready for TXT's comeback? Because I'm not. I'm going to freak out. It literally feels like yesterday when I was so excited to see them debut. I couldn't even sleep that night.
Wow, this is sweet.
Here's a well-written comment. Sachoko Milku, survival shows like Treasure, PDX 101 and others I can't think of need to be stopped. Like it's basically public humiliation for teenagers and young adults who have dreams to give what they have to offer and perform. In a way, it's disrespectful to show all of their hard work in front of hecka people only for them to not debut. I realize that for most companies it's a way to market themselves and their trainees, but honestly, the concept is just heartbreaking. It would save a lot of disappointment and prevent rigged voting if companies just picked who they thought would be best to debut, because ignoring talent that you have already put in front of consumers is just gross.
Wow, this is sweet. Wow, this is sweet.
Thank you so much for watching. It's quite the accomplishment to make it through this longish but video. I hope this was interesting to watch. I love watching my videos I put so much work into. I like to listen to my previous self and what I thought at the time. It's like journaling. It's a memory I'll cherish forever. Feel free to kindly express your thoughts in the comments. Have a great quarantine and stand gravity.